What's going on? It's Justeeni here. Today, I've got just one game to show you, but it's going to be one of the most beautiful games you've ever seen. Am I saying that to hype things up and it's clickbait? I don't know, actually. But I thought this game was really fun at the moment. It will, I don't know, make you subscribe to the channel, probably. Please do that, by the way. Let's just get right into things, though. So, it starts out like any other IMO Waterworld game against Polaris. Why do I make a warrior though? This is already notable. The reason why I make a warrior, I see their score, 525. What does that mean? They have a lighthouse spawn. Tiny quadrant-based map. Where is the lighthouse spawn? It's right here. They're right here. So I know. I see this land connection. They're really close. We're probably gonna meet. If I don't make this warrior and I try for the turn 2 level up, there's a good chance I just lose on the spot. So, yep, sure enough, there's a land bridge. So I just go there, say hello to Polaris, and I smack him, getting rid of my Altar of Peace, but I need to. So now we're effectively just playing a tribe that has no starting tech against Polaris on Waterworld. But trust the process. Okay. This looks bad. I know this looks bad. Neither Mooney's dead. But this warrior here is putting in some serious heavy lifting. If this Mooney tries to approach and permafreeze my capital, my warrior is always going to be able to get up to it and stop any shenanigans. So they actually have to stay back for the time being. And so they go off somewhere else and freeze this, just perma-stunning with just one Mooney. But they always have to put the Mooney here. And because Moonies don't have a normal freeze ability, it's just the auto freeze on move. This Mooney's always gonna have to move. And this is super nice because now they're just moving back and forth. Both of their Moonies are occupied. And I just keep my warrior here, but then they move up. And this is a huge mistake. Now I hit. I am allowing them to freeze all 3 of my troops, but I get rid of one of their Moonies. And they go in, but then they kill my warrior. And this is another big mistake here. If they kept the warrior alive and just kept damaging my warriors, I wouldn't be able to train a unit, and then eventually they can make like a rider or something, kill a warrior, siege my cap, all in one go. But instead, I'm able to get philosophy and writing. I get philosophy just to cheapen up those techs in the long term, not really for the mindbenders, but I will need those cheap techs. And yeah, now they have an ice archer. Also, I have a little progress towards pacifist, but that's not going to matter because I need to survive. So I hit this warrior, putting in some serious danger. They kill. Another mistake here. They should have healed the warrior. It is at 2 out of 3 kills, but I can just kill it right back. They heal the Mooney, but this Mooney can't go into the capital. And this rider here is threatening this ice archer. And if they move the Mooney like here to freeze both, get that 2-in-1, well, I just kill the Mooney now. So somehow, I'm still in it, just barely, but it's not looking good. They've got a 3rd unit here. What could this be? Probably another ice archer, rider, or a warrior. So I take that out, and it's a rider. So what do I do here? Well, unfortunately, my units are quite injured, but I can vet assign. Both riders at 1 out of 3, but now this is at 2 out of 3. I moved the rider here, and this was my first mistake this game, at least that I could tell. Because moving the rider on the city, I thought that I didn't have enough stars to level up, but I actually do, thanks to philosophy. It's only 8 to buy these techs, and then I have 10 stars left, which is plenty to upgrade. I only need 8. So I could have made another rider this turn. Instead, I delay that by 1 turn, which is a little unfortunate. Now they have roads, and they're pressuring with the warriors, so now I move back so that I can do all that. But this is really scary. I get archery, so then I can start to pew-pew at these warriors with no retaliation damage, because these riders are quite injured. I need some more HP. And so I get a nice hit there. Hit. This can't escape, so I make it into a veteran, and just heal this rider back here. Another archer. They hit my archer. Freeze the rider. I hit that. Hit that. And my units are quite healthy thanks to me making archers instead of riders, but this still isn't easy. This ice archer is controlling the game a lot, but I am ahead in city levels, and that's going to be huge here. Now, if they can get their city to level 3, it's going to be pretty rough, but I can kill that Ice Archer, and then I get Chivalry here. Now, Chivalry seems a little questionable because, well, I can't actually do much with the Knight. It's not like I can reach their capital unless I get roads, but I can't afford roads. See, it's 4 stars plus 3 to place the road. I need 7 stars. Where am I getting those stars? Well, yeah, I buy roads here, but where do I get 2 more stars? I can disband these 2 units, but then I can't siege the capital. But I can siege it this turn. How do I siege the capital? I siege the capital like this. Using the destroy building feature in Chivalry. How often do you see this used? To get enough stars by chopping forests to get the road without having to disband this rider to siege the capital for the win on a tiny Waterworld against Polaris. That's a real thing that just happened. Again, let's go back. In a tiny Waterworld game against Polaris, I won the game by getting Chivalry, destroying my lumber huts to chop my forests to make a road to siege their capital. Subscribe. Incredible stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed. I definitely enjoyed this one. Like and sub, and have a good one.